The mainstream sports media was so quick to jump on the bandwagon and defend Rachel Richardson, the female Duke volleyball player who claimed that during a match with Brigham Young, someone was yelling racial slurs at her throughout the entirety of this match. So we're not just talking about one time she heard the N-word. We're talking about repeatedly throughout the entire game, throughout the entire match, this was happening to her. And of course, the mainstream media plastered it everywhere. They said, this is not okay. Racism is alive and well in America. The problem is, the more people are digging into this story, the more they're realizing that not only is there no evidence whatsoever that this happened, that no one on either team heard it other than her, that no one in the crowd heard it, that the police didn't hear it. And now we have these headlines. Police find no evidence BYU volleyball fan yelled N-word during game. Not only do we have all of these things coming out, not looking so great for Rachel Richardson, but of course, now we're finding out that there's a big double standard because not only Rachel Richardson, who claimed she heard so many racist things, this is so bad, shame on you, BYU, for not doing anything my experience there was affected. Not only do we have her, but also her family who is promoting this, what looks to be fake story out there, both having a history of racist shit themselves towards white people. It must be okay when they do it, but if they're mythically on the receiving end, then it's a big deal. Then it's national news. Take a look at this. This is from Will Kane. The Duke volleyball player's godmother, who helped drive this unproven, quickly collapsing claim, has a litany of racist tweets, and she's a big fan of Will Kane. This is this person right here. My goddaughter is the only black starter for Duke's volleyball team. While playing, she was called an N-word every time she served. She was threatened by a white man. So every time she served, every time she got back there to serve, she was called the N-word repeatedly. That's what they're saying. This is laughable. More people would hear that if this happened. People would know that this happened. It's not a common occurrence. I know these people like to push this fucking myth. These SJWs like to push this myth that that's just something you hear all the time. White America, just so racist. That's bullshit. That would be shocking if you heard that in a public arena like that. Are you kidding me? It's a joke. Yet, of course, this person has a history of things like this. White men are trash. Isn't that a surprise? But wait, there's more. That's not it. It's not just simply one tweet about men being trash. I mean, come on, what kind of channel do you think this is? She seems really nice. Is this how you do anti-racism? I knew she was married to a white boy, just reading the tweet. Being married to a white woman, he thinks he can talk this stupid ass nonsense. You damn straight about that. White people being white. Why does CN constantly interview these dumbass white women? I would expect nothing less from a pasty white chick. You poor white motherfuckers can't take it. If you're white, you wouldn't understand. Like, come on, man. Like, this is who this person is. Not a big surprise considering all this stuff that's been pushed out there, all about this seemingly racist thing that happened. This is this person's backstory. And what about the accuser herself? Duke volleyball player Rachel Richardson, who accused BYU fans shouting the N-word at her, liked a tweet suggesting Martin Luther King would support white people getting whipped in cotton fields. Isn't that weird, Rachel Richardson, who then, after she got called out for this, blocked David Hookstead immediately. Duke volleyball player Rachel Richardson blocked me after I shared a racist tweet she liked and pointed out unanswered questions about her BYU/racial slur story. Still zero evidence supporting her claims. And David Hookstead, brings up a great point again. Serious question. How is it possible only one person in a gym of 5,000 people heard someone repeatedly shouting the N-word? Not a single other player on the court or in the student section has come forward. Why is that? Seems important. We see the media get behind this because it fits their narrative that the only black female player on the court, of course, it makes sense that the majority white BYU crowd would say this to her because that's what the media has been pushing. Well, when push comes to shove, we have no evidence. We have absolutely nothing supporting that. And now we're finding a lot of evidence to the contrary, that maybe this thing never actually happened. What an absolute surprise. Who could have predicted something like this? Oh, it's almost like that's every time we see this in college or professional sports. It ends up being a lie. Is there actual racism, actual racist people in America? Of course there is. There's a couple, I'm sure. Not nearly to the level that the media, that the people that are trying to push all this stuff would like you to believe. But it is out there. And every time we see fake stories, we see hoaxes, we see stuff like this, That minimizes all the actual real shit that is going on. So not doing yourself any favors by coming up with more of these stories that cannot be substantiated in any way, shape, or form. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.